Scranton knows a great deal of the Naval Submarine Support Command and the Mid-Atlantic Regional Maintenance Center, who've supported her so well here in Norfolk. I want to also acknowledge the extraordinary folks at Norfolk Naval Shipyard who expertly managed our dry docking modernization back in 2007. The staff of Submarine Squadron 6, the support you provided was outstanding. If Scranton never had any issues with pay or personnel or supply or technical issues that needed resolution we couldn't handle on the ship, or maybe some support from around the globe as we were deployed, you always came through. And there were a few times when you might have been stressed by other commitments, but the excellent relationship you had with the sister squadron at Submarine Squadron 8 meant I could count on them as well. So the Squadron 8 staff, I thank you for your occasional support and pinch hitting. So once the maintenance and the administrative, technical, personnel, medical, and other needs were met, Scranton still needed to keep her people well-trained and proficient in tactics, engineering, and operations during those extended import periods. And for that, we turned to the Norfolk Submarine Learning Facility. What an impressive training organization. To the professionals at SLF, know that we recognize not only your training technologies, but also your dedicated staff and skilled and caring instructors. We could not have operated as successfully, locally or deployed, without your gifts of training and preparation. But undoubtedly, the support of our families is the most important support of all. While the professional support organizations here on the waterfront make our task easier at work, those that support us at home give all of us strength at our core. Our families don't make us feel good about our work, they make us feel good about who we are. And just as a ship will founder without her keel, so will a sailor begin to founder if he ever doubts the love and support of his family. And I have personally seen that a man with a strong family at home achieves success in the Navy and the submarine force more easily, more quickly, and with much more joy. So in a very direct, if unquantifiable way, Scranton families have been just as much a part of the fighting power of this ship than any other organization that supports us on the waterfront. Now I realize that that kind of support may come willingly, and it may come lovingly, but it does not come easily. So I want to apologize to all the Scranton families for those times when I couldn't let your sailor come home when he promised, or I needed him to come to work early. I apologize for those times when he came home just too tired to read to the kids, or to listen to how your day went because he was just too exhausted working for me. I apologize to the sons and daughters who endured anxieties that only Daddy could always make feel better for sometimes very long periods of time. I thank you all for your sacrifices that allowed Scranton to go to sea and do what only submarines can do. And as difficult as it is just to be married to a submariner, there are those women who go a step further to not only support their own sailor, but to support the entire crew, and to help bring the collective strength of all the spouses together while the men are away. While there were many great personalities in the family readiness group who helped out, there were some extra special women I want to recognize who consistently went above and beyond in the family readiness group. And those fine women were Patricia Smith, Amy Taylor, Sherry Burness, and Brandy Unch. Thanks so much, ladies. You're the best. Now, when an ombudsman, a cob's wife, and a seal's wife get along so well, the family togetherness is immeasurably amplified. And the command support team on Scranton was always very tight. Deb Nordman, from the very beginning, you were more than just a cob's wife. You were the most openly enthusiastic supporter of the ship, and the one to whom Jane turned to for support and advice. I hope you accept this bouquet from me as a symbol of our gratitude for all that you've done for us. Aaron Cote, yeah, very good, thank you. Erin Colton has been our ombudsman for the latter half of my tour, and she expertly tackled the unenviable task of supporting and making sure the families and I always understood one another, and offered succoring advice and counsel to the families who occasionally needed some help. Unfortunately, Erin couldn't be here with us today, but I can tell you it was a pleasure working with her. recognize some special people from the city of Scranton. Shortly after I took command, the USS Scranton Submarine Veterans Subbase stood up in Scranton, and they've been an active supporter of the ship and the crew and me ever since. Now, when I qualify new submariners on Scranton, I always try to remind them that they are about to enter a brotherhood that they will cherish for the rest of their lives, in or out of the Navy. Gentlemen, it does our spirits good to share a camaraderie that's rich with traditions from such great men. 6 members of those Scranton subvets came here today to share this occasion with us. Gentlemen, if Scranton and all submarines have been successful, it's due in no small part because we stand on the foundation of your dedication, courage, and enthusiasm. Thank you for coming. So all of you that I've mentioned have helped make Scranton successful, and in doing so, have made it much easier for me to enjoy my tour in command. Command of a nuclear submarine has been a goal of mine for my entire adult life. Now, if I've had any positive role in the continued success of this fine ship, it's because I have had the personal support of many without whom I could not have achieved this dream. I've had the fortune to have served under some fine commanding officers, each of whom molded my image of a good captain. One of them is here today, Captain Doug Arnold, for whom I served as XO. Doug, I carried much of the West Virginia's culture to this command in Scranton, and it worked out pretty well. So thanks, Doug. And while commanding Scranton, I had the opportunity to work for 3 extraordinary Commodores. Rear Admiral Select Jamie Fogo, Captain Dave Creedy, who was also my instructor at the Submarine Command Course, and Captain Chris Thomas. Gentlemen, thank you for your trust in my judgment, for giving me the opportunity to lead Scranton without feeling like I was just responding to some squadron angst. All of you really did help every man aboard Scranton feel true ownership in what they did on the ship. One of the most inspiring men in my life, whether he knows it or not, is my grandfather, or Poppy, Hugh McCord. Of all my relatives, I think he taught me the most about optimism, and just about how to find the most joy in life. That things are rarely as bad as they seem, and that everything unpleasant will eventually pass. I've always cherished his discussions and sharing his perspectives on life. Now, Poppy came all the way from California to share this special day with me in Scranton, and he is 92 years old. I love you, Poppy. It means the world that you're here for me with me today. And my mom and dad are here from Arizona. Dad, you taught me what it was to be a man. You taught me how to be tough in the face of anxiety. That I must strive for quality in every task. That I will be judged by what I do and by the strength of my convictions. You taught me about honor and sacrifice, patience. And it was your stories of experiences in the Air Force that pointed me to a military career. You gave me perspectives after I started my own military career. And I would not have achieved command without you. I'm proud to make you proud, Dad. I love you a lot. Thanks.